Hi, welcome back. First, let's organize all the wires neatly using a cable spiral wrap. We will redirect the cable such that it doesn't interfere with the motion of the extruder or the hotbed and gives our printer a cleaner look. In this section, we will learn the basic wiring of this 3D printer we just assembled. Be careful in this step. Don't plug the power plug in the socket until you have completed the wiring. Always double check your connections and make sure the polarity is correct. We'll start with the power supply. The power cable which connects to a wall socket has 3 cables: live, neutral and ground, color coded as brown, blue and yellow respectively. This goes to the left 3 pins in the power supply. This is where the power cable feeds in a 220 volt AC current. Middle 3 are negative terminals and the last 3 are positive terminals, which are outputs. They can supply an output of 12 volt and 15 amps to the motherboard, which in turn powers the motor, hotbed, end stops and the nozzle. Now let's have a look at the motherboard wiring. This black plug is for LCD. These 3 white plugs adjacent to the LCD pin are for end stops, X end stop, Y end stop and Z end stop respectively. Next we have the hotbed thermistor and extruder thermistor plugs. A thermistor is a specific type of resistor that uses sensors to help regulate cold and heat. Think of it as a temperature sensor that helps manage the temperature of hotbed and extruder hot end. Here we have the power input port. Here we receive the power of 12 volt from the power supply module. Take care of the polarity here. Next we have power out plug for extruder and the power out plug for the hotbed. The next 2 ports are for 2 fans. The final 5 plugs are for motors, X-axis motor, Y-axis motor, the 2 Z-axis motors and the extruder motor in this order. We also have an SD card slot which you can use to print without having to connect your laptop during an entire print, and a USB cable slot that you can use for both printing or a firmware update. And that's pretty much it. We are done wiring our 3D printer. Next we will look into printer calibration, slicing software and then print a test model.